Good morning students. In this lecture 31st of mechanics, we will discuss our unit number 2, that is special theory of relativity. So this special theory of relativity, it was proposed by Einstein and it is also known as STR, and it deals with inertial frames and it is used in the cases where the velocity of the system approaches to the velocity of light. So before discussing postulates of the special theory of relativity, we will discuss some of the examples. And first example is, we have two observers, observer A and observer B. Observer A is a person driving a car, and suppose this person A, it is driving the car at 50 km per hour. And this speed 50 km per hour, this person is driving a car at a speed of, or the velocity of 50 km per hour, and this velocity is a uniform velocity in this direction. And at the same time, a person is walking on the side of road towards the car, and suppose this person is moving at a speed of 5 km per hour in this direction, and this speed of 5 km per hour of this person, it is with respect to ground. And in the same way, this speed of car 50 km per hour, it is also with respect to ground. It means both this car is approaching this person and this person is approaching this car. So this person will feel that this car, it is approaching this person at a speed of 50 plus 5 is equal to 55 km per hour. So it will seem to this person that this car, it is approaching me at 55 km per hour. So this is the relative velocity of this car with respect to this person. And same is the case of relative velocity of this person with respect to this car. It is 55 km per hour. Now what about the spaceship? If you are traveling in a spaceship A, and suppose this spaceship, it will move with the velocity comparable to the velocity of light. This spaceship, it will move at a very high velocity, and suppose this velocity, it is comparable to the velocity of light, that is c. And at the same time, there is another spaceship number B, which is approaching this spaceship A, and this spaceship, suppose it is having velocity v2 and it is also comparable to the velocity of light. So what will be the relative velocity of spaceship A with respect to B and spaceship B with respect to A? Will it be c plus c? Will it be 2c? No. It means the Galilean law of relative addition of velocities, the Galilean law of velocities or the addition of velocities, it fails at very high velocities when the velocities, they are comparable to the velocity of light. So we can't simply add this c plus c, that is equal to 2c. So according to the Galilean law of relative motion, spaceship B, it will seem to this spaceship A that spaceship B is approaching this spaceship A at a velocity 2c. And similarly, same will be the case of A with respect to B. So when the velocities, they are very small as compared to the velocity of light, at that time, the Galilean law of addition of velocities or the Galilean transformations, they are applicable, like in case number 1. But in case of velocities comparable to the velocity of light, the Galilean transformations or the Galilean law of addition of velocities, they are not applicable, because in that case the velocity, it will come out to be greater than the velocity of light, which is not possible. So there comes another set of transformations which are known as Lorentz transformation. So then Lorentz gave a new theory, new set of equations which are known as Lorentz transformation equations. So these Lorentz transformations, they are applicable at velocities comparable to the velocity of light. And when you will apply the special case of the velocity very small as compared to the velocity of light to the Lorentz transformation equations, what you will get? You will get Galilean transformation equations. So you can say that Galilean transformation equations, they are not wrong, but these can be applied only when v is very smaller as compared to the velocity of light c. So these Galilean transformation equations, they are the special case of Lorentz transformation equations. So now we'll discuss the postulates of this special theory of relativity. First postulate given by Einstein is that all the laws of mechanics or all the laws of physics, they remain invariant in all the inertial frames of reference. Or you can say that all the laws of physics, they will stay invariant with respect to different observers in different inertial frames of references. Suppose if you are standing on road and you have a ball, you are throwing the ball upwards, the ball will come back to you. So the trajectory or the path followed by that ball, it will stay same even if you are in a car, even if you are in a train, even if you are in a plane. But condition should be that your plane, your train and your car, they should move at a uniform velocity or at a constant velocity. So when the motion is uniform, when the motion is not an accelerated motion, at that time when you will throw ball, it will come back to you even if you are in a train, even if you are in a car, even if you are in a plane, or even if you are standing on ground. It means all the laws of physics, they stay invariant with respect to observers in different inertial frames of references. And the second postulate of special theory of relativity is that velocity of light is same and constant in all the inertial frame of references which are in uniform relative motion with respect to one another. So the velocity of light is constant in all the inertial frames for all the inertial observers which are in relative motion, uniform relative motion. So now, suppose you have a stationary source which is emitting a light, and the light will move with the velocity c. And now if the same source, it started moving with the uniform velocity v, then what will be the velocity of light emitted by the moving source at a uniform velocity? It will be still c. It will not be equal to c plus v or c minus v. It will be still c. So this is the second postulate of special theory of relativity, that velocity of light in all the inertial frames is constant and is equal to c. It means the velocity of light is independent of the motion of observer or the source. And this I have already told you that now we need another new set of transformation equations which satisfy the second postulate. Because when v is comparable to c, the Galilean law, the Galilean transformations, they are failed at V approaches to C. So new set of transformation equations were proposed by Lorentz, and they are known as Lorentz transformation equations, which we will derive in our next lecture.